Welcome in another session of meditation, 10 minutes. So feel free to jump into your practice. If you've been with us for a long time and you already know what you're doing, you can go ahead and listen passively or skip ahead to the silence and begin. I'm looking at two of these quotes, again from Mooji, that I'd like to share. I was looking over one, and a lot of the teachings that Mooji, as a Hindu Advaita Vedanta non-dualistic practitioner, a lot of his practice is flavored by Christianity because of his close relationship with Christian mystics. Personally, I'm not religious. I do not favor one religion or practice over the other. Typically, I do non-dualistic meditations. I like to lean toward the Advaita Vedanta teachings of Mooji. But I will say that this quote really caught me by surprise. Is just a wonderful, wonderful example of what we're here for. Quote, "What is heaven but a silent and empty mind?" You can replace that with, what is enlightenment? What is oneness with God? What is pure bliss, joy, rest? What is your natural state? A silent and empty mind. Second quote, "Don't belong to anything. Don't belong to anyone. Just be." We're always striving, always searching outside of ourselves, always being told we have to believe in something, always analyzing and judging, always desiring an outcome. A lot of society and all these social constructs that we agree to because it's useful for us are all about achieving something, building something, making something, thinking about something, agreeing that we all think the same way about something. All of these social constructs, mental thought forms, are all just a play of the mind and time, because we analyze and we organize all of these thought forms, and we like to attach and name things outside of ourselves. And that's perfectly fine. It's normal for our society to function. Yet what we forget is our natural state. Our natural state is not a belief or a thought form. It's not even your personal identity where you agree, this is my name, these are the things I've done, these are the things I want to do. It's not even that. What it truly is just awareness. And the way you can test that that is true is by simply asking yourself the question, would anything exist at all without the one that is witnessing and watching, naming and attaching, reacting? If there wasn't an awareness first, there would not be thoughts. There would not be sensations and feelings and moods. There would not be an analysis, a judgment, an agreement of the flow of thoughts that we perceive as our person. The person is just a play of the mind and time, and a collection of thoughts, beliefs, intentions, analysis, judgments, all into a container. Reflections of the past, imagination projected into the future. also involves calculations of the mind. And so if we are to be empty of the mind and just be, what does that even mean? And so I would invite you to, for this meditation, to sit or stand. If you like a walking meditation, those are great. Walking and swaying, being in the body, keeping yourself focused and engaged on the task of doing nothing. And it sounds simple, but as we attempt or try to do nothing, it's a paradox, because you can't try to do nothing. It doesn't make sense mentally, and that's there to break this pattern of always thinking and creating all of these thought forms and interacting with the world through the mind. What we're here to do is to release attachment to the personal identities, everything we hold on to and attach to, all of our beliefs and intentions. Be empty. Allow them to dissolve. Allow the thoughts as they come to flow like a river. And you can watch the river. You can feel the cold of the river stream. You can feel the refreshing calm that comes with the stream of thoughts and consciousness, because now you can just watch them like clouds as they pass. Same with your moods and emotions. They come and go, they ebb and flow. You can be in great pain and suffering, yet recognize that that is not you. That is just the world of the senses and the body, and judgments, and your psychology of your mind. When there's no person or personal identity, you can separate. When it's the physical body, we can allow it to be there, but we don't have to identify with it as ourself, because the self is prior to that. You are the awareness that precedes all of that. So be empty of intention, be empty of belief, be empty of analysis and judgment, be empty of identifying with your thoughts as your own. They are just clouds passing in a spacious realm of existence. There's only one reality. There's no past. There's no future. There's not even a present moment. There's only the oneness of life unfolding. Chaos, birth, death, rain, sun, peace, and agitation. And if we let go of identifying with all of these dualities, if we let go of identifying with the mind and time and our personal identity, we liberate ourselves and we're able to recede prior to all that we identify and attach with. Be impersonal, detach. Be impersonal. Be shapeless. Don't hold on to any idea, belief, or intention or desired outcome. And do nothing. And if anything comes knocking on your door, whether it's a sensory aspect of your body or psychological of the mind, if anything comes in, boredom or an itch, a discomfort, a pleasant daydream, allow it all to be and witness it with an impersonal awareness that recognizes it's there but does not identify it as the self. The self is awareness. It is beingness. It is empty. It is peace. It is freedom, tranquility, transcendence. Witness all and be empty for 10 minutes. Allow all, but desire no outcome. Remain shapeless, impersonal. Consciousness. You are aware of all. And that is it. Rest in the beingness of your natural state of awareness. begin our 10 minutes in 3, 2, 1. That's our 10 minutes. Don't belong to anything. Don't belong to anyone. Just be. Be empty. Joy. What a joy. And what peace that brings for me. As I transition from identifying with the mind to the awareness, it can sometimes be a bumpy ride. That's why I would love to support anyone that has questions or would like resources related to non-dualistic meditation, as Muji teaches it. Or if you just have, something to say, feedback for all of us practicing, struggles you're going through, triumphs, things you want to talk about in the comments, put it below. I want to know, what are you going through? Are you finding that you're meditating regularly and that you are practicing the principles and the teachings that you'd like to practice? Do you find that maybe you're looking for a certain practice and haven't found it yet? Just exploring. Let me know. I'm really curious. For myself, for years, it was always exploring, looking at different tactics and principles and all these different techniques. And when I stumbled upon Muji, it finally clicked that there isn't going to be a technique or a process or a religion or some kind of following that you have to believe in to get in touch with your natural state of being. It's always here. You're always in that state. We just have illusion pulled over our eyes in that way. Well, life is calling. Have a wonderful time wherever you are, morning, day, or night. And I'll see you tomorrow for another meditation session. Namaste.